Hello, my name is Michelle Ranaghan. I am an oncology nurse and have been so for about 14 years. I work at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston, Massachusetts, and I am currently a program manager or the program manager for the oncology nurse residency program. I also support our staff nurses for clinical inquiries and policies throughout nursing at the Institute. I became an oncology nurse very serendipitously in that my last rotation in nursing school was on an oncology unit in Connecticut. And I fell in love with the field and the patients and the nurses. And soon after getting my first job there, my husband was diagnosed with cancer and they embraced me in the most incredible way. And I just knew that these were the people and the patients that I wanted to work with for the rest of my life. And so I had tons of wonderful mentors and colleagues who really pushed me to pursue my career in oncology nursing. It started in the hospital, it went through bone marrow transplant, and ultimately into the ambulatory setting, which is where I practiced for about 6 years in the two loves of research and nursing. And then I went back to pursue my master's degree in nursing education because I really found that I wanted to be able to empower my colleagues to provide the best care for the patients. And in doing so, I needed to have more knowledge and be able to support them that way. And so then when COVID happened, it was a very few true educational emergencies, and a pandemic is one of them. And so that really allowed me to flex my skills with organization and triaging and educating and just being available in the moment to support those patients as well as those nurses as emotional support, educational support, and just whatever, all hands on deck. And so that was really a powerful moment. I started to meet some of my nurses who I was in charge of educating and actually mentor them for them pursuing their education. And I was approached to kind of get involved in the oncology nurse residency program because I had the experience as an infusion nurse. I had the experience developing curriculum as a nurse educator and a clinical specialist. And so when I took on that program, it really allowed me to inspire the next generation of oncology nurses and support them in caring for patients, asking the why, knowing what the evidence is showing. And it's really exciting. That being said, I've also said yes to a lot of things, and I can't rave more about, the Oncology Nursing Society as well as our local chapter at the Boston Oncology Nursing Society. And so I was lucky enough to receive scholarships from them. And so I became involved in both of those organizations and ultimately am currently the president of the Boston chapter of the Oncology Nursing Society and have made connections across the greater Boston area as well as the international and National Oncology Nurses Society. So that's been really exciting. And I've been able to show that to the nurse residents as well as the nurses that I meet all the time. I think being nominated for a CARE Award is an extreme honor, and I'm very humbled and appreciate the acknowledgement that one of my dear nurse colleagues felt that it was important to nominate me for this award. It really shows me that the impact of my work has and continues to have a positive impact on the nurses I work with, colleagues, patients, and their loved ones. And it really just highlights all the things that are my goals in being an oncology nurse. I mentioned that I've been extremely fortunate in my mentors and my sponsors throughout my professional and personal journey. And so I think just acknowledging that it's taken a lot of people to get me to where I am today. And I appreciate that sponsorship, that mentorship, and that camaraderie.